What's up, guys? Welcome back. Gonna make a video about the GOAT, Nolan Ryan, today. I have a few things to show. One main thing that the title will be about, and then a bunch of extra stuff. So it's kind of a conglomeration of things, but something I think you'll find very interesting and a really cool bonus at the end. But to start out, I do want to give some shout outs. There's some guys that have been super supportive that I consider hobby friends now, and hopefully I'll be able to meet all these guys at a national or something at some point. But first of all, Peeps with Peeps Wax Packs. This guy, man, what a good dude. Absolutely love him. He's been so supportive, and I love his channel. So if you get a chance to go sub him, sub Peeps, man. What a great guy. Next, Rob with Cash Cards. Now, it's not cash like he's flipping stuff for money, all that kind of stuff. He named the channel after his son, Cash. So it's named after his son, not after money. I think his son might be named after Johnny Cash. But yeah, so Cash Cards, Rob, what a super guy. Go check him out. Give him a sub. He deserves it. The Drew of Vintage Legacy. Man, Drew's been great. He's been supportive. He has an awesome channel. You're probably already subbed to him, but if not, definitely go give him a sub. Shane Shoebox Legends, man, this guy is turning into such a great friend. I love Shane. You already probably know about his channel. He's got great channel. Shows a lot of modern stuff, just all kinds of interesting, eclectic things. One of the more similar guys to me on YouTube, and he's just such a nice and wonderful guy, just like these other guys. I want to be a community builder. I want to support all of the guys in the YouTube card community. That's what I call it, the YTCC. So you'll hear me refer to it in that way. There's some similar nomenclature with different areas in YouTube, so that's what I'm doing. So the YTCC, YouTube card community, there's a bunch of great guys. I want to support all of them, but I mainly want to support the guys that are just super individuals as human beings. And all of these guys are. Of course, Greg with Midlife and Dylan with Double D Vintage Baseball Cards. You're probably already subbed to them. I think everybody on the planet is subbed to them at this point, but if you happen to be from another planet and you just got here, try subbing to those guys. They do really, really interesting and wonderful stuff, and they're a couple of really, really great guys among the bunch. But and of course, Mookie Chilson. He is a superhuman being, and go sub to his channel as well. And in Mookie's honor, I had to show this. So Mookie Chilson, his boy Mookie Wilson, I have to share this quote. This is an actual quote, okay? I'm not making this up. This was in the newspaper, and each Met back in the day had a quote. This one, they asked him, Mookie, about when he's in a slump, what he does. This is what he said. When I'm in a slump, I comfort myself by saying, if I believe in dinosaurs, then somewhere they must be believing in me. And if they believe in me, then I can believe in me. Then I bust out. Is that the funniest baseball quote of all time? I think it is. So shout out Mookie. That is hilarious. It goes well with your personality. So let's get started. So Nolan Ryan, of course, did all kinds of amazing things in his 27-year career. But a lot of people talk about the two things on your screen. The background is a picture that normally hangs in my game room. It's autographed by Ryan and by Bo Jackson. So I brought it in just for the background here, but that thing is really near and dear to me. I've had it for a long, long time. It hangs in there with the 2131 Ripken autograph picture as well. Still amazing to me that John Keating is the guy that flipped the switch on the lights to light up that 2131, and he's in our little YouTube card community. Super cool. But anyways, the other thing, of course, is the fight between Robin Ventura and Nolan Ryan that people talk about all the time for whatever reason. There's so much more to Ryan, but yeah, he did beat up a guy barely half his age, and that's represented by Broder cards like this that are what I always thought was the only card related to these guys. But you gotta have one of these, right? And heck, man, they came out with all these X Fractors and stuff later. This was ahead of its time. This was considered like cheesy back in the day with these Broder cards, but hey, this is what everybody's buying now, is all this crazy foil stuff. But that event is talked about, and I think Nolan said he's asked about that more than literally anything else, even though he has more records than anybody has records ever. But there's an interesting card that I didn't know existed for a long time, and most of you might not. In my buddy Double D's honor, I'm going to take a sip here. There we go. So this is from 2004 Donruss, leather and lumber, and I had no idea this card existed, but they are numbered out of 2499, if you can see that there. So they are numbered, but they're not super rare. But check this out. Rivals card with Nolan Ryan and Robin Ventura. It's a legit card with them being rivals. This one happens to be a PSA 10, but when I saw that, man, I was like, you have got to be kidding me. I did not know they made a card of these two guys as rivals because of that fight. And of course, this is a 2004 card, so it's calling way, way back, many years before. But after I got that one, I found out that there were these numbered to 250. And they are actual jersey cards. And this is back when this was real game-worn jerseys. So check that out. Game-worn Nolan Ryan, game-worn Robin Ventura jerseys on the Rivals card. So that's really what this video is about, but I'll have a bunch of extra stuff to show. But that thing, I never knew that existed. That is so cool that they did this. That it's got to be one of my favorite cards ever. That's just amazing. We'll replace this one with that. But there you go. Rivals card with Nolan and Ventura with their actual game-worn jerseys. I love that so much. That is just super, super cool. I didn't know if any of you guys knew about that or that these cards existed, but when I first found out, I was shocked and pleasantly surprised and pleased that that was the case. But it did send me down a little rabbit hole with this set because there's so many cool cards. There's so many neat combo cards that have guys with jerseys. There's vintage guys, there was contemporary guys, but I'll show a few of the ones I have. Now there's a lot more, and I hope to keep picking these up over time. But how about this one here? You got Rod Carew and Tommy John with their jerseys there. Contemporary one, there was A-Rod and Barry Zito at the time. You got the 93 World Series guys. You got Schilling and Molitor. I absolutely love Paul Molitor. But that one's a bat in a jersey. But super cool. These rival cards are neat, man. This one's awesome. It's got the stripe, pinstripe from both Tommy and Sosa. So that one's kind of special. It's still numbered the same to 250, but very, very cool cards. These are tough to find nice because, you know, they're thicker and you may not have perfect corners and everything, but some of these I have, luckily, are real nice. But I love that holofoil in the top. And on the base cards, they did have like a silver holofoil numbered to less, but I prefer these jersey ones, man. Since they're game used, that takes it up a notch for me. Greg Maddux, super awesome pitcher, and my boy, Jeff Bagwell. I thought I would end up just buying this one after I bought the Ryan Ventura, but kind of went down the rabbit hole, and I still want to pick up every one I can over time. I love these cards. I mean, look at that baseball. Look at the leather. Look at the glove. These are great looking cards, and they're great combos. Just amazing. Really, really love these. How about this one? My guy Ripken, and my guy and Greg's guy, Houston guy, Roger Clemens, here with the Red Sox. Very cool card. Double jersey. And the last one, I haven't switched all those into my holders yet. I don't have enough, but this one is already in there. Jeets and Noma. Super cool card. Couple of awesome shortstops. Nomar's sitting there adjusting his glove 863,000 times per at bat there. Absolutely love that. So those are super cool. I wanted to share those since I was showing you the Ryan and Ventura one anyways. But hopefully you enjoyed that. Just as some bonus stuff. One more thing, since we're just on the subject of Ryan, this is an interesting card I've had for a long time, and I really haven't been able to find anything out about it. It's just a interesting card. It's like the 86 tops, but it's a coupon for high top cheese spread. I don't know. It's from 93. I obviously didn't use the coupon back in the day, but I found this a while back, and I was looking at it like, wow, it's really interesting. But yeah, it looks like the 86 tops, but it's just a coupon, and it's thin. It's real thin stock. You know, it's not quite paper, but it's close. I don't know where it was from. I don't know what store I got it in. I literally don't remember the origin of getting this, but man, that's just pretty cool. Never seen another one. Not that it's any big deal, but it's just one of those interesting things you run across. You don't even remember where you got it, and you really haven't seen any other ones, so it's like, it's a mystery. I like solving mysteries, but I haven't really solved that one. But the last bonus thing I have is, and I blew up a picture of it, so I display it with this, but that is a picture of Nolan and Reed Ryan when Reed was young. Of course, Reed grew up and was in the front office of the Astros and all that kind of stuff in recent years, but this is back when he was a kid. So this is kind of the Pete and repeat of Nolan. It's a very famous picture of those two guys. And so I keep this item that I'm going to show you displayed with that picture behind it so that it's obvious where it came from. First of all, I will show, since this is a baseball card channel, I'll show this. That middle card there on the Pacific Nolan is of that picture, but they erroneously said Reese and Nolan. Reese is his younger son, named after the old Angels coach. But this is Reed. So that is an uncorrected error. But since it's a card, I had to show that, because I did make a card of it, albeit incorrectly. But the last thing I'll show is what goes with that. So a few years ago at the stadium, they made a bobblehead out of that picture because, you know, Nolan here and then, you know, Reed being in the front office, they just did a dual bobblehead of that picture. And they gave them out to like the first 10,000 fans at a game. And it's this bobblehead here. So it's those guys in that picture. So they gave them out to 10,000 fans, but what we didn't know is that 50 of them were signed. That's Reed Ryan. They only signed 50. And I opened up the boxes we had right after the game. Didn't even open them during the game, but right after the game I opened this thing. And lo and behold, we had one of the 50. So that is super cool. Nolan Ryan and Reed Ryan signed the hats on this bobblehead. Only 50 out of the 10,000 got signed. I normally don't have that kind of luck, but hey, I'll take it. Got that one, and just, you know, I was through the moon. I was super excited when I got that thing, man. But I cherish that. That's always going to be my favorite bobblehead, just because it's my guy, and you know, the circumstances, and it's signed, and it's rare, and that's just super cool. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this. A bunch of different extra stuff, but just wanted to show that Ryan Ventura card with the jerseys. I had never seen it until a few years ago, and I don't know how many people have seen it or know about it, but that thing is just neat, man. I hope you guys can pick up one if you find it, but super cool. But love Noli, love all this stuff. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching, and I really appreciate everything, all the support from my friends and the guys that have subscribed to me. So I will hope to see you soon with another one. Until then, thank you guys.